This is the kit included with the dash cam. There's the power lead which plugs into the 12-volt lighter socket, and there's a mini USB connector on the end. It's also got a very long cable, so you can either plug it into the front of the car to fit into the windscreen, or you can have it on the rear windscreen to monitor traffic behind. There's a USB charging lead which can also be used to power the dash cam and connect it to a computer for downloading images. There's an instruction manual which, despite the text on the front, is actually written in reasonable English in a large print as well, so it's quite easy to use. Surprisingly, there's a micro SD card here, 16 gigabytes, and finally we come to the dash cam. It's a smaller dash cam than most. It's a very compact size. It's got this sort of nice rubbery finish, and best of all, and in complete contrast to most dash cams, the settings buttons are actually at the sides here, at the sides of the monitor screen, rather than being at the sides there or underneath, so when the dash cam is hanging you can't actually see them and you have to twist it round one way or the other, or in some cases both ways, or fiddle around for buttons underneath. So this is a very much better design, and although the monitor is much smaller at about 1.5 inches as opposed to 2.7 inches, which would be about the size of the actual dash cam in this case, the size of a monitor on a dash cam really doesn't matter, because it's not like a camera or a phone where you're looking at it. You set the settings and then that's it. You don't normally play them back and sit and watch videos on a screen like this. Anyway, let's have a look at it and have a look at some of the menus, see how intuitive it is to set up, and finally we'll look at some sample footage. To take just a quick look at it, we'll press the on button to switch it on. Nice chunky buttons here compared to many other dash cams, and then the menu button is to the side here, and you can see there that you can navigate and select size, exposure, white balance and anti-shake. All very, very simple. The loop recording, which is good, so that you can set it to loop after 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or switch off the looping altogether. But what this means is when you come to the end of the memory card, you don't need to then delete all the files manually. It will just loop and record over earlier files. So I'll set it to 10 minutes. Now if we go back to the menus again, just have a look at a few other options. There's motion detection, that's good, so as soon as you switch on your car engine and start to move, the recording will start automatically. You can either have the microphone on or off. If you tend to sing while you're driving, it's perhaps a good idea to switch it off, but in the event of a collision, then it's a good idea to have a record of absolutely everything that's happened. There's a date stamp for the time and date. And then a second menu for setting the date, power off, whether or not you want the monitor on while you're driving. The G sensor, I would always recommend setting that, so in the event of a collision it will record a file which is undeletable, so you don't risk overwriting it. And you can also set your own license number or your own details, just so everyone knows, or insurance companies know, that that is your file. So very, very simple. TV mode, NTSC or PAL. Format default settings. Very simple. But now let's have a look at some recorded footage.